Happy Wednesday. This week, we're going to talk about investors. I am in an accountability group that meets every single morning at 7:30 a.m. and we all get together and we talk about different scenarios, things that come up, and we hold ourselves accountable to the tasks that we're going to complete for what we call brand building every single day. And one of my counterparts had asked, what our suggestions might be for real estate investors. She has a realtor that she's working with who has some investors that are sitting on the sidelines, and she wanted some ideas on how to potentially motivate the investors to be able to move on different types of investment properties so that they would get off the fence and start investing. Investors, for all of you that have ever worked with them, I'm a real estate investor myself. We are a very different beast when it comes to looking at properties. We are very analytical. There's no real emotion that goes into it. And if you deal with investors with emotions that make emotional decisions, it doesn't always work out great. So you want to really have a level head and really look at the numbers. So my suggestion to her, coming from my own personal experience and what my expectations are with the realtors that I work with, was that you wouldn't be able to kick me off the fence if the numbers weren't where I wanted them to be or needed them to be to make the deal worth it. So my suggestions to her were to maybe talk to those investors about different investment strategies. Are they only looking at single family homes for long-term rentals? Maybe they're looking, maybe spear them, give them the idea to do short-term rentals to traveling nurses or PhD students that are coming into a university area that need a place to stay for dissertations. There's websites out there that can help you find people to place in those types of situations, or those types of short-term rentals. Or maybe you have somebody who's only looking at single families and maybe they need to look at multifamily. Maybe up to a 4 unit would be more of an ideal situation for them. Or different areas, because if they're not getting the numbers and the returns that they need in one area, what if they look at a different area? Or buy vacation homes someplace else. Like, there's a lot of different investment strategies that are out there that could potentially get your investors motivated and maybe open their eyes to different ideas. Like, for me personally, I invest in Georgia and Alabama, and I invest near Fort Benning, which is a very, very large military base. And one of the homes that I flipped, actually, we flipped it at the wrong time. We got a great price for the house, but by the time construction was done, it just was not a good market. So we turned it into a long-term investment. So it was a long-term lease up until actually this last weekend. Now I'm actually converting that house into an Airbnb. That military base is so large that they have graduations every single week. And military families fly in to see their active duty service members graduate from boot camp, basic training. Honestly, I don't know exactly which one, because there's a couple of different branches that are stationed there. So they show up there to watch the graduations, and they'll stay for a few days and then be done. So the return for me is actually better for me to turn it into an Airbnb than it is to have it as a long-term rental. And now I'm getting returns better than what I was as a long-term rental, or I will be, because the company that I'm working with is actually, they have a long-term experience doing short-term rentals in that area and know exactly what these homes can get. So thinking outside of the box and giving investors different ideas might give you a leg up and be able to help them to explore different ideas and maybe get some movement going for them. So it'll help them make some money or get a better return off of the money that they have parked right now, and it'll help you get some deals closed. So if I can be of assistance, feel free to give me a call. I am licensed in 5 states. So if you have people that want to look in different areas, I'm licensed not only in California, but Texas, Georgia, Alabama, and Florida. So I'm happy to help anywhere. Have a great day.